From an exhilarating Sky Sports exclusive.
Serious?
Right, some breaking news to bring you now. It concerns the Newcastle sporting director role, and Paul Mitchell is understood to be among the leading contenders for that job. He's most known for his role as sporting director of RB Leipzig and his prominent work with the wider Red Bull Group, working with Ralph Rangnick. Of course, the job is set to be vacated by Dan Ashworth, who is on gardening leave from Newcastle ahead of joining Manchester United. Mitchell had also, interestingly, been in the running for that role at United. He also previously worked closely with Mauricio Pochettino at Tottenham. He also worked before that at Southampton. Newcastle have also been alerted to the availability of Thiago Pinto, among others, Pinto having left Roma in January. But yep, the breaking news concerning the Newcastle sporting director role, Paul Mitchell is understood to be among the leading contenders to take over from Dan Ashworth, because he is off to Manchester United.
The search for the next Dan Ashworth replacement is heating up, and the Toon army has alternatives and identified not one, not two, but four incredible options. But that's not all. We've got exclusive footage of the electrifying interview with Gordon, where he reveals what it means to be called up to the international team and how it impacts his injury.
From me, Anthony Gordon, I know you mentioned him in the last international camp. He's named for the first time in the senior squad. What has he done to grab your attention this time around?
Consistently good performances. He was very close in November, as we said at the time. He's continued his form. He's scoring. His work for the team is excellent. He competes, which is important. So I really like his attitude. Again, he's another one that we watched closely with the under-21s, where he fulfilled a different role as a sort of a false nine, but did that really well. So yeah, he's had a very good season. Has got goals against some of the big teams as well, which for us is also very interesting to see.
Brace yourselves, because Newcastle United faces a formidable obstacle. The club has been badly hit by a shocking new finance rules development, and expert insider Keith Wines has spilled the beans. Prepare to be amazed as we showcase the extraordinary talent of a 16-year-old defender in the Newcastle Academy, known for his mind-blowing crossing ability. And that's not all. Fabrizio Romano himself provided an exclusive transfer update. And finally, we have an exclusive interview with the future sensation, Yankuba Minteh. So buckle up and join us on this thrilling ride as we dive deep into the exhilarating world of Newcastle United.
Let's go!
Starting off, Newcastle have been badly hit by new financial rules development. Keith Wines, former CEO of Everton, has expressed his belief that despite an overhaul of Premier League financial rules, Newcastle United will continue to face difficulty in breaking into the top six of the league. Speaking on Football Insider's Inside Track podcast, Wines, who now runs a football consultancy advising elite clubs, stated that Newcastle can't spend like they want to, despite their significant financial backing from Saudi Arabia. Premier League clubs recently voted to introduce new financial regulations that will limit spending on wages and transfer fees to a percentage of a club's overall revenue, reportedly around 85%. These regulations replace the Profitability and Sustainability Rules (PSR), which previously allowed clubs to incur losses of only £105 million over a 3-year period. Wines believes that these new rules will essentially maintain the status quo for the top 6 clubs, providing them with protection against challenges from other clubs. He specifically mentioned Newcastle as an example, acknowledging their substantial financial resources but noting that they are still limited in their spending capabilities. According to Wines, it is becoming increasingly difficult for clubs to challenge the established top 6 teams, while the new rules may have increased the spending limits in line with inflation and other factors. They have not addressed the fundamental issue of creating a formula that allows clubs to break into the top 6. Wines concludes that the underlying issue with the previous profitability and sustainability rules remains unresolved, suggesting that the new regulations have not adequately addressed the challenges faced by clubs like Newcastle in their pursuit of breaking into the top echelons of the Premier League. Yankuba Minteh, currently on loan at Feyenoord from Newcastle United, has opened up about his future plans following a string of impressive performances in the Eredivisie, where he has scored 4 goals in his last 3 appearances. In an interview with Dutch outlet Voetbal International, Minteh expressed his ultimate goal of returning to Newcastle and making an impact in the Premier League. He stated that playing in the top flight at Newcastle is his aspiration, but he is uncertain about what the future holds for him this summer. The 19-year-old mentioned that he expects to hear from the club soon regarding their plans for him. Minteh also revealed that another loan move is a possibility, with potential options being a return to Feyenoord or a loan spell in the Championship. It seems that Minteh is eager to continue his development and gain more playing time, and he is awaiting further clarity from Newcastle United regarding their intentions for his future. Yankuba Minteh on his future, he said, "Ultimately, the Premier League is my goal. Newcastle United is the club that have a lot of confidence in me. I have no idea what the future looks like. I was in Newcastle once when they played against Borussia Dortmund. I will hear soon what plans the club has for me. I'm still young, I have time. Maybe they want to loan me out again. I don't know yet. I'll hear about it. I'll let everything happen to me. I know only that one day I will play in the Premier League. I believe very much in myself, in my qualities. In addition, you just have to go for your career, stay focused. There is no point in thinking that it is all going so quickly. I better be happy with it. 2 years ago, I played for Steve Biko FC in Gambia, and this year I made my debut in the Champions League. Playing at Feyenoord, I made my debut in the Champions League, but at the same time, I also think that I could perhaps have shown a little more. Okay, I scored against Celtic and recently against PSV and Heracles Almelo, but also opportunities missed. I am not easily satisfied. I really want to win the cup. That is a tangible prize. A second place in the league, I know that it will qualify us for the Champions League, and in that respect, it is worth as much as a trophy. But that's not how it feels to me. I want to become a champion. That's what you play for. The cup would give our season extra shine. My parents sit in front of the television like everyone else in Gambia. The whole country backs me. It can become the first real prize for me as a footballer. If it were up to me, the first of many. But what are your thoughts? Should he go out on another loan or should he be in the squad for next season? Then moving in a more detailed report. Newcastle United is actively searching for a replacement for Dan Ashworth, and it appears they have identified their ideal candidate to fill the director position. The club is aiming to expedite Ashworth's departure and had initially hoped to secure £20 million in compensation from Manchester United. However, they may be willing to reach a compromise on that figure, according to reports from the Telegraph. To ensure a smooth transition and make crucial decisions ahead of a pivotal summer transfer window, Newcastle is eager to appoint a new director as soon as possible. Among the potential candidates, Paul Mitchell, a former executive at Tottenham and Southampton, has emerged as the club's top target. Mitchell's track record and accomplishments at various European clubs have caught Newcastle's attention. Paul Mitchell, 42 years old, boasts an impressive resume in the football industry. He has held positions as a sporting director at Southampton, Tottenham, RB Leipzig, and most recently AS Monaco. During his tenure, Mitchell played a key role in unearthing and nurturing talented players such as Sadio Mane, Heung-min Son, and Matthias Cunha. Mitchell, who currently holds the same position at League One club Monaco, has reportedly been involved in discussions with the club about the potential role. Newcastle fans are already excited about the prospect of Mitchell joining the club and bringing his expertise to help shape their future success. While Mitchell is seen as the ideal candidate, other options have also been discussed. Phil Giles, the director of football at Brentford and a lifelong Newcastle fan, is one of the names mentioned. Tim Steighton from West Ham United and former Roma sporting director Tiago Pinto are also being considered. Pinto has expressed his interest in the position recently. The report suggests that Mitchell is interested in returning to England and would not require an extended period of gardening leave if he were to leave Monaco. Steve Nixon, who was previously rumored for a promotion, is now expected to focus primarily on scouting players and first-team recruitment as preferred by the club. Replacing Dan Ashworth, who was highly regarded by Newcastle's ownership, will undoubtedly present a challenge. However, Mitchell's proven abilities and experience in European football make him an intriguing choice. If Mitchell is open to a long-term commitment in the Northeast, Newcastle's ambitious project and the potential for success could be compelling factors in his decision. The club is hopeful that Mitchell's appointment will yield positive results and contribute to the further development and success of Newcastle United. With his proven track record and the exciting project at hand, Mitchell's arrival could inject new energy into the club and potentially lead to significant progress on and off the pitch. Newcastle United fans will eagerly await further updates on the director search and the potential appointment of Paul Mitchell. Then moving on, Newcastle United received a transfer bid from Bayern Munich for Kieran Trippier during the January transfer window. However, the club rejected the offer, emphasizing Trippier's importance to their plans for the season. Trippier has been a key player for Newcastle since joining from Atletico Madrid for £12 million in 2022. Despite the rejection of Bayern Munich's bid, Trippier's long-term future at Newcastle remains uncertain. His current contract is set to expire next summer when he will be close to 35 years old. The club's commitment to keeping him in January suggests they want him to remain at St. James's Park beyond 2025. However, considering the financial pressures imposed by the Premier League's profitability and sustainability rules, a summer departure for Trippier cannot be ruled out. Fabrizio Romano, a renowned transfer expert, provided an update on the situation, stating that Newcastle is currently content with Trippier staying and being part of their project. However, he cautioned that it is still early in the year, and final decisions regarding the summer transfer window are yet to be made. Trippier has also expressed his dedication to the club, reaffirming his commitment after a potential move to Bayern Munich fell through. "I never thought at 33-year-old that Bayern Munich would want to sign me, so it was more of a shock to me than anybody," he admitted. "Then I just got on the phone to the manager straight away and, to be honest, the manager knows the commitment I've got for the club. I never once tried to force a move out of the club. I'm here now and the owners know the commitment I have shown to the club." Trippier added, "Bayern Munich are a massive club. I think plenty of other players would have jumped at the chance to go to Bayern, and that's a fact. But I've been loyal to the club and my family is important. Traveling 3 different countries in 3 years, it's not really ideal, is it?" So the situation surrounding Trippier's future at Newcastle United will likely become clearer as the summer approaches, but would you want him to go or stay? On the same right-back issue, there has been an exciting development. Newcastle United has a promising 16-year-old defender in their academy who is known for his impressive crossing ability. The club already boasts 2 top-class right-backs in the first team, with Kieran Trippier, an England international and one of the Premier League's best in that position, leading the way. Trippier's presence has significantly improved the team both on and off the pitch. He is supported by Tyno, a 21-year-old with exceptional potential who is expected to be the club's right-back for the next decade. Livramento has already made a strong impression on Newcastle fans since his arrival from Southampton and was arguably the team's standout player in a recent match against Chelsea. The club anticipates that Livramento will eventually replace Trippier, and they hope to have another talented right-back waiting in the wings. Last year, Newcastle signed Leo Shahar, a 16-year-old right-back from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Shahar has been making an impact at the under-21 level and recently played a part in the team's victory in the Northumberland Senior Cup. Ellis Stanton, who scored one of the goals in that match, credited Shahar for the assist, highlighting his exceptional crossing ability. Shahar's reputation as an outstanding crosser of the ball makes him an exciting prospect for the future. Newcastle already benefits from Trippier's exceptional delivery, which has led to numerous chances for his teammates, evidenced by his 10 Premier League assists this season. Stanton's comments suggest that Shahar possesses a similar skill set, making him a potential successor to Trippier's role in the team. While it may be some time before Shahar features in Eddie Howe's first-team plans due to his young age, he is a name worth keeping an eye on in the coming years, alongside other promising talents like Trevor Sanusai, who is regarded as the next Alan St-Maximin within the club. Then Anthony Gordon has been called up by England ahead of the upcoming international break. Speaking after being called up, he said,
"Words can't really describe, to be honest. Relieved. Obviously, you sort of have a little chance maybe, but just, finding out for that first time, such a relief. It's what I've been working my whole life for, really, so to get to that point is just incredible."
How do you find out? Do you get a little inkling before? How does it come about?
No, I didn't, to be honest. I was thinking maybe would I, and that was just enticing me even more, and it was building the suspense, but I found out just about an hour before training through a text message, so I just told a few of the lads, and then I was just over the moon.
Where's that text message come from? Is it from the FA or from an agent? Or?
Yeah, from the FA, from Ruth, the players' liaison. And I just remember reading it on my phone. I was just all the feeling I've had for the past 2 days where I've been so nervous just drained out to my body, and yeah, I was just over the moon.
And those nerves must have been added to, obviously, on Monday night when Gareth Southgate's in the crowd and you get an injury. I mean, tell us what the last few days have been like, physically, mentally, emotionally.
Yeah, really up and down, a bit of a weird couple of days. Was obviously looking forward to that game so much. I knew it was a big opportunity for me. Monday Night Football, two teams who were sort of fighting each other at the minute. It's a big occasion, and I knew that. And then obviously in the game, I picked up a slight injury, which made me panic a lot at the time with my knee. You don't mess about with your knees in football. So when I had them feelings, I was just praying that it was not serious, and thankfully for me, it wasn't.
Anthony Gordon has also received some positive news regarding the knee injury he suffered during the match against Chelsea. Initial concerns regarding the severity of the injury have been alleviated, as it has been determined that the situation is not as serious as initially feared. After the game, Gordon appeared on the pitch in his tracksuit to express gratitude to the fans and was able to walk back to the team bus without the assistance of crutches or knee support. On Tuesday, he underwent further evaluation at the training ground, and the results were encouraging for the 23-year-old player. It is yet to be determined whether Gordon will be declared fit for Newcastle's upcoming FA Cup match against Manchester City. The young player has been performing well for Newcastle this season, contributing 10 goals and 7 assists in 39 matches since joining the club from Everton for a transfer fee of £40 million in January 2023. Then if you want to know something you didn't know about Anthony Gordon, click the video link on screen now.